Welcome back to The Explainer. Listen, today we're diving into something that's literally the invisible foundation of every single successful life abroad. We are breaking down a concept known as the global Kuber Kavach. Now, if you're a non-resident Indian, an NRI, living and working outside your home country, this is absolutely for you. Think of Kavach as a shield. Over the next few minutes, we're going to look at exactly how you can construct an unbreakable financial shield around your entire cross-border life.
Okay, before we even get into the mechanics of this, I need to ask you a pretty uncomfortable question. If something happens to you tomorrow, will your family continue their exact lifestyle without a single compromise? Take a second to really think about that. It kind of pierces right through the complacency of our day-to-day routines, doesn't it? But it completely sets the stakes for everything we're going to look at today. Because this explainer isn't just about money, it's about absolute certainty.
All right, let's jump into Section 1, the NRI reality, sacrifices, and expectations.
So, you pack your bags, you move across the globe, and man, from the outside looking in, your career probably looks picture perfect. But earning is only half the battle. Protecting that income is absolutely critical. Because on the inside, there's often this lingering anxiety, right? You're the economic engine for your family, and carrying that heavy weight across borders is a massive, high-pressure reality to deal with.
Look, you've likely nailed the NRI dream. Better income, amazing opportunities, a much brighter future for your family. But there's a pretty stark contrast with the current reality. Right now, most of us completely lack structured protection. We have absolutely no actual income replacement plan if the worst happens, and there's basically zero cross-border financial clarity. You achieved the dream, for sure, but you left the safety net back home.
Moving right along to Section 2, the hidden risk, global income, incomplete protection.
Here's the thing. Your income might be global, but if your protection is incomplete, you are frankly incredibly vulnerable. First off, there's family dependence. Your family back in India relies entirely on you for stability. Second, your continuous expenses. Whether you're earning or not, the mortgage, the school fees, the living costs, they literally never stop. And third, medical costs. Health emergencies abroad can be financially devastating. I mean, a single unexpected hospital stay in the US or Europe can easily wipe out years of savings. A global income is effectively useless if these local dependencies and emergencies aren't secured.
It's honestly like a giant game of financial Jenga. Seriously, one gap can collapse everything you've built. You've stacked these beautiful, high-paying, super successful blocks way up into the sky, but if you pull out that foundation of protection, the whole tower comes crashing down.
Which brings us to Section 3, the core problem, a flawed financial strategy.
It's human nature, right? We naturally obsess over wealth accumulation. We focus on earning, saving, and investing. We track the stock market every day and meticulously watch our property yields. But in doing all of that, we completely ignore the other side of the coin: protection, risk planning, and financial continuity. Without proper protection, your wealth just cannot sustain itself against the unpredictability of life.
So we need to change how we think. Section 4, the paradigm shift, protection first.
The whole philosophy here boils down to this: protection first, then wealth creation. Think about it. You wouldn't build a gorgeous new home and then just leave the front door wide open, would you? No way. You build a wall of absolute financial protection, your insurance, your emergency funds, and safely behind that shield, that's where you grow your investments, your savings, and your property.
Okay, so how do we actually pull this off? Well, the global Kuber Kavach approach is a clarity-first advisory process that happens in 3 really logical steps. Step 1, understand your full financial picture. That means a comprehensive analysis of your finances, both in India and abroad. Step 2, identify gaps and risks. We pinpoint the exact vulnerabilities in your current setup. And step 3, build a structured plan. You create a custom cross-border financial protection strategy. And actually, notice this, it's super important. There's no product pushing here at all. The whole shebang is strictly about gaining total clarity.
All right, let's get into the nuts and bolts. Section 5, building your safety net, the pillars of cross-border security.
So here is the actual blueprint for your cross-border security. We're talking about 5 distinct pillars. First up, life insurance. This is pure income protection for your family. Second, critical illness cover, because surviving a major health crisis shouldn't mean financial ruin. Third is health protection. You definitely need global coverage for international needs. Fourth, pension planning. You got to ensure retirement security across borders, managing those tricky currency and location risks. And finally, the 5th pillar, wealth creation, using Indian financial instruments for dynamic growth. All 5 of these pillars absolutely must work together to create one holistic, unbreakable safety net. Now for the moment of truth. Section 6, the final audit. How secure are you? 15 to 20x. Listen, this is arguably the single most important metric in this entire explainer. Do you have 15 to 20 times your annual income in life cover? Let's do some quick mental math right now. Just multiply your current yearly income by 15. Do you have that amount secured in life insurance? Because if you don't, your family's future lifestyle is severely underfunded.
And beyond just that multiplier, you've got to ask yourself some pretty tough questions. The NRI financial checklist. Is my family financially secure without me? Do I have critical illness protection? Am I planning my retirement properly to account for where I actually want to end up living? And do I have a liquid, accessible emergency fund? If you're sitting there answering no or I honestly don't know to these, then guys, there is a massive leak in your financial ship.
It really all boils down to a pretty stark reality. If you fail to plan, your hard-earned savings are literally the first thing to evaporate during a crisis, and your family's beautiful life goals, they just collapse. But if you put this Kavach system in place, your wealth grows undisturbed, your income is instantly replaced if the worst happens, and above all else, you get absolute peace of mind, period.
I want to share this incredibly powerful quote from our source material today because it just perfectly hits the nail on the head. Don't just earn globally, secure globally. You are already doing the hard part. You're out there in the world, you're making the money, but you have to take that final step to lock it all in. So I'm going to leave you with this one final thought. What is your actual financial score out of 10? Based on the 15x rule and those 5 pillars we talked about, just how unbreakable is your safety net? Don't just guess on this. Take some action. You can actually connect directly with the team on WhatsApp for a totally free audit. That number is 98300-54804. Again, that's 98300-54804. Secure the money you make for the world so it's always there to protect your family. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I will catch you on the next one.